Yes, hello viewers, it's Peter Elgar from Brentwood, Essex, England again, and welcome back to my channel with another loaned camera. Yes, it's not mine and I have to give it back today, so I'm doing this video before I give it back. This is a Sony Alpha NEX-5 digital camera, and it's got loads and loads of features, but I've found out I don't really like it too much, but I have used it and we'll go through the features of it. So it's quite small and it has interchangeable lenses. This lens comes off, and my friend took it off, but there's a zoom lens here. It's got the fitting lens with loads of contacts for all the electronic things, and that is a sensor. You mustn't get dust on that. Here's the lens. So we've got see, the trouble is you can't see the red dot. You have to try it by, oh there you are. I can't see the red dot. So the lens is 3.5 to 5.6 as it zooms out. Focal length is 18 to 55. It's what you call a kit lens. Takes 49mm screw-in filters. Comes with a bayonet lens hood, and you bang it on. Find the word Sony here somewhere. Bang it on like that, and then you've got the lens cap here. That's there. And the little flash on the top is a detachable flash, and it pops up. Tiny little light. It suffices for filling flash. So there's not much on the front to show at all. 14.2 megapixels. And there's a little light here which will light up to help for focusing. And everything else is round the back, because this is what you call a mirrorless camera. No mirror. So in order to get it going, we've got to put a battery in, of course. This is where you put the battery, and it takes SD cards. That's the SD card and that's the battery. So we'll close it down again gently. All gentle because it's only plastic. Don't want to break anything, especially it's not mine. So we'll switch it on and see what happens. Now the trouble is, it's not a very bright, truly bright screen. And when you're outdoors, you can't see the details at all, because everything you do, you have to do on this screen here. There's some other controls here, but it has to be done on the screen. And this you can pop this out, but it only folds out like that. One way only. So, in order to find anything, we've got to press this button here called menu. And here we go, menu. So, we look along. If you want to choose a shooting mode, you've got to go along, find out which one is active. So you press on that one, brightness and colour, look, it tells you what's happening. So we'll go to shoot mode. Now we can try scenes. We turn the little wheel here, program, aperture priority, shutter priority, manual exposure, three-dimensional panoramas and scene modes. If you press that, you can do macro. Now I've used that and it's not truly good. And you can move the scene mode by here. Look, landscape. It sets things for you, and it will tell you what it's doing. Night view, night portrait, sunset, sports action. You can do all these things yourself. For example, sports action, you just put a fast shutter speed in your shutter priority. The rest of the menu is all along here. It's rather small. So this one shows you the battery's half full. That's a histogram. It's shooting RAW, and you can get 240 pictures on it. and that is set for sports mode there, I think. Then you've got that says 1/80th f4. This one is camera shake prevention. That is switched on. You find all those by going into the menu again, and you go to camera menu. Press this one, and loads of stuff comes down. So you've got to press these. Flash mode, you see, it tells you that it sets it to auto flash, fill-in flash, whatever you want. So in order to find which one you want, you have to turn this little wheel again to find which one you want. And it flashes off now. Automatic flash or fill-in flash. It always fires it. When you pop it up in daylight, that will fire the flash for fill-in flash. And that's one of my pictures there that I took with it. And to see your pictures, you press a little one here. So we've got, if you want to choose a different menu, press that one. And to find out brightness and colour, you've got to find it along here. Brightness and colour. I thought, well, what have we got in here? We've got exposure compensation. You see, that's hidden there. That's on 0. So in order to get that exposure compensation, you can press it on, and it's also hidden, currently disabled. ISO sensitivity, you change it in there, and it's very, very difficult to find everything you want. It's because I'm on this scene mode, I think. I can't do a lot of things until I change the scene mode. Even on the scene, we're on that. Let's try to aperture priority there. Something I can understand. Now we can do things now. Come down again, brightness and colour. You see, we can change your ISO to 200. White balance, that's on daylight. And you can change it to, down here, shade, cloudy, tungsten balance, incandescent, fluorescent tubes. So you can change that all up there. And to cancel it, you've got to press this one here. There's a picture of it, look. Press that one. Oh, we want to put it back to where I had it on daylight. There we are. And go to the menu again. We'll set up the camera here. You can set to a single shot drive, your flash, autofocus, manual focus, that's on autofocus, center autofocus on the screen there. Loads of it. Some of it doesn't come on. A smile shutter, that's off. Whatever that is, smile detection, that's off. But that is I don't know what it is. There's loads of stuff which you never use. Image size is your quality. You see the aspect ratio is 3:2 there. Here we are. Quality is raw. You can have raw and JPEG, or fine JPEG, or standard JPEG, but I've got it set to raw because when you set it to a high ISO, if you've got it on raw, your quality is better. Then on the setup mode, that is the autofocus illuminator is on automatic. Auto review is off. Grid line is on. Histogram is on. Color space is sRGB. Steady shot is on. That is to prevent camera shake. So we've got that on, you see. There's loads of things which we have set up. So what do I think about it? Because it's so difficult to see, everything has to be done on this screen. When you're outside and you've got a lot of light, the screen is extremely dark to see anything. It's okay in this bathroom here where I'm videoing, but in order to see outdoors, this screen is a bit dark and you can't see these tiny little, you need your glasses on to see everything here to set. And you have to keep pressing these shiny buttons here to do things. So I found the difficulty is with this camera is there's not enough else around here what you can set. I mean, it takes movies, which I haven't done that. That would take videos, but I haven't tried that because it's not my camera. This is some pictures that I've taken with it. We'll show on the back here. There's one. And now, in order to enlarge up the picture, that's another camera which I try. We press enlarge. Here we are, and then it comes up too big. So you got it goes up too big to get. You can move it about a bit, or you can turn that wheel like that, and it goes down to a better size. You see? Now to see the next one, you've got to exit it, and then you've got to go along to the next photograph, and so on. These are some pictures that I took with it. So the pictures are okay. A little gnome, look, in the garden. There we are. It is quite good. But in order to see the next one, there's a lot of fiddling. The one here is filling flash. I mean, this is the one. Enlarge him up, then come down. Look, that's where in bright sun, but this side of the squirrel was in shades. So I put the flash on, filling flash. It's gone that way and filled in the detail. So that is working okay. Then some indoor ones, I've taken with some little figurines by window light. And then I took some flowers, but look, the detail of the red is all blotchy. Look, there's no detail in that red. It's all clogged up. Well, the pixels have clogged up, so it doesn't reproduce something which is red very well. And we've tried it on macro, but when I enlarged it up, it's not very sharp at all. Even before I use sharpness in software, the focus for macro isn't very accurate. So there we are. There's a little quick rundown on this SONY NEX Mark 5. And I wouldn't recommend it myself, but the guy bought it cheaply in a car boot sale and let me have a play with it so I could show you. So I've got to give it back today, so thank God for that. Anyways folks, see you next time. Hopefully I'm well enough to do another video again soon without all these hospital visits and things. Cheerio for now, thanks for viewing.